right, hey, welcome to Triam RV Center. This is Ayden Farmer, sales representative here, and I'm going to go through one of my favorite floor plans by ROCKWOOD. It is the 2511S MINILITE. I'm going to talk about the floor plan. I'll talk a little bit about the construction, the build, and the ROCKWOOD quality, kind of what comes with the product, because when you go into a ROCKWOOD, it's almost impossible to not discuss that because of how well they're made. And I'll just tell you right now, part of the reason why I'm making this video is I was actually talking with one of our technicians and warranty people, and these things are built so well. When we sell a ROCKWOOD, every time I'm following up with the customers, it's always great feedback. They hardly ever have to come back for warranty because they're built so well. So I think it deserves a video, and I'm going to go over one of my favorite floor plans. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, so maybe you'll see more from me, but let's go ahead and get started. Here on the front, just really it all starts at the beginning here. You don't have two 20-pound tanks, you got two 30-pound tanks. They're not skimping on anything on these builds. By the way, ROCKWOOD Mini 2511, you are 25 foot 10 inches tip to tail. That is a great size for a couple. I would say it's like small to mid-size travel trailer. Your weight on this, your dry weight, is going to be 5,756 pounds dry. That is a little heavy for a half ton, but the right half ton, which there are plenty on the market, could handle this no problem, especially with the right hitch, a good weight distribution hitch, which, by the way, your hitch weight on this camper dry, 697 pounds. By the time you've probably got it loaded down, you're probably pretty close to about 1,000. Again, a good weight distribution hitch is going to help with that. But I would say the right half ton, if not a little bit of a bigger truck, handle this trailer no problem. That weight though, and we'll get into it here in just a moment, that weight is just a testament to how well this thing is built. Six-sided all aluminum frame. Aluminum is lighter than wood. So where are we getting that weight? Well, you're going to see here in just a moment, because they've added so much to this build. Fiberglass cap, by the way, you've got the window in the front, light strip at night. This thing is beautiful. PSX2 dual motor electric stabilizing front and the rear. All you got to do is hold that button right there. Here is one of the reasons why this is my favorite floor plan. Check out that storage. When you guys go camping, most of the stuff you're bringing is going to be on the outside, right? You've got room for all of it. This has got more than a lot of fifth wheels I've seen. This is great, and you can already see the aluminum skeleton up underneath. There's the griddle that comes with it. It's got the cast iron plate there. Great for some bacon, maybe some eggs. Large cast iron, I love it. Frameless windows, that's huge. It's huge. Frameless windows. Though these windows, I mean, I think buying something like this, especially if you're buying a ROCKWOOD, because they're not cheap. They're not cheap, but for the money, you get a lot of bang for your buck. Frameless windows, it's going to protect your investment. You know, you've seen the ones that are framed. They've got the little plastic frame around. You get 2-3 years of sun damage on that thing. It's gray, it's chalky, it looks like crap. All right, let's be honest. It doesn't look good. These look nice for many years to come. Plus, less likely to get water intrusion because the seal is protected from the sun. You're just less likely to have that happen there. That's really nice. Again, they're not skimping on anything. They're giving you everything you could possibly ask for on this camper. Look at this. You got the TV bracket already installed. I've had customers, they buy a camper, this isn't here, they want us to install it. I have to tell them, we can do that, but it's going to void your warranty. Because it's not there, it's going to void the warranty on that area where we are drilling through the fiberglass. It's a warranty nightmare. And you don't want us to have to do that. You want that done at the factory. That is just less liability on you. You've got your plugs here, 110 outlets, cable plugs there. You've got Goodyear endurance tires with the alloy rims there. Independent suspension. I'm not going to go too much into everything, but just know this has got independent suspension, and that's the same type of suspension that they're putting on a $200,000 Airstream. So I think it should say something. This isn't $200,000, by the way. We'll get to the price here in just a moment, but that's nice. Nobody is doing that in this segment of RV manufacturing. So that's, like I said, it deserves a video. You've got the fully enclosed underbelly, fully enclosed, so your water lines are protected. It does have a climate package, and it doesn't need any silly sticker that says, oh, 4 seasons, winter extreme package. It doesn't need that, because I'm going to tell you about it. You got the fully enclosed underbelly. You got the forced heat into the underbelly when you turn on your furnace. You've got 12-volt heated holding tanks on all of your holding tanks, your gray, your black, your fresh. And you've got the radiant foil on the front cap. And by the way, you've got block foam insulation. That's another thing a lot of manufacturers aren't doing. You've got block foam insulation, not the pink cotton candy. You know, the stuff in your grandma's attic, they don't put that in this. This is a well-built trailer. Awning, by the way, covers almost your full length of the camper. That is a massive awning. You got the light strip up underneath. By the way, we mentioned tanks. Your black, your fresh, let's start with your fresh. Your fresh is 54 gallons. Your gray, I'll probably put this somewhere in the description, maybe if not in the video. Your gray is 58 gallons. That's great for gray. Great for fresh as well, especially for this size. Your black is 29 gallons. It's smaller on the black, but you don't need as much. Sometimes you see it where the black is matching the gray. I would rather have a bigger gray. That's where most of your wastewater is going. You don't need as much in the black. Let's go inside, check it out. The focal point of this floor plan, by the way, is going to be rear bath. Really, that's what a lot of people are looking for, especially couples, people retired, people that don't want to use the bathhouse. You've got an actual functional shower that you can stand in. You got the skylight in there. Your head's not going to be in the roof. Tall guy, 6 foot, 6'4". You could stand in there, no problem. Max air fan in the bathroom. Like I said, nothing cheap. That's the best fan on the market. Works really well. It's 12 volt, by the way. It runs off your battery. You've got porcelain bowl, not plastic. Porcelain. If you're looking at most campers this size, 20, 25 foot, a lot of what you're going to be looking at is going to have a plastic toilet, because a lot of campers are built cheap in the smaller segments. You get bigger, sometimes you get some nicer amenities, but it's nice that Rockwood is making a small floor plan and giving you luxury, more residential items. Look at all the cabinetry, and you can just tell, I mean, this thing is just, it is a good build because of how everything is just, it looks just seamless. It doesn't look like it's all been stapled together. Solid wood cabinetry doors. You got your sink, outlets, place to hang your towels, a medicine cabinet. All your controls here. You know, the tank heaters, button for that would be right there. Don't just listen to the salesman, and you got to sometimes put eyes on it for yourself. These shelves can come out. It can also be a coat closet if you need it to be. You've got the hanger there. That's cool to see. By the way, barn door. When the slide comes in, it's about a 3-4 foot slide. When that slide comes in, you can still get to the bathroom when you're sitting up at camp, or if you're stopping at a rest area, or just not wanting to pull the slide out. You can still do that on this model, which is nice. Easy access to the bathroom, easy access to the fridge. The fridge opens from both points of access. Really nice fridge, by the way. The shelving is nice. That'd be easy to clean. It's a Magic Chef. Pretty cool. Look at the freezer drawer. There we go. All right, so you got recliners, theater seating. You got a place to charge your cell phone, a little storage for those remotes that are always getting lost. They've, instead in this floor plan, like I said, focal point is the bathroom. Here, you've got recliners, but you don't have the dinette. And in my opinion, you don't really need the dinette. Most people, I hear time and time again, and of course there's going to be the exception. And for those who are the exception, this is probably not the right floor plan. They do have floor plans where you have the recliners and you have the dinette. But in this one, they've given you the recliners and they've given you these nice TV trays. These can come out. They're pretty easy to take out, but they do swivel and they're nice because most of the time you're going to be eating outside. I don't know anyone who is, when they're camping, they want to be eating inside. I mean, unless it's just miserable outside, hot and rainy, which that does happen when you're camping. But this is a great, way to maybe give you a place to eat your meal or play some card games, but not take away from other aspects of the trailer. Like I said, focal point, give you that big bathroom. But you still have recliners, you still have a place to eat. You've got the TV right in front, JBL soundbar, which is nice. This is a smart TV. You got storage up underneath, and you got the electric fireplace. That electric fireplace, not to be understated, when you are camping early spring, early fall, late fall, that will help take the chill off in the camper should it not be below freezing. You don't want to run your furnace, you just want to take the chill off. That will warm up this space quite nicely. It's not a flaw, but what they've done with giving you the big bathroom, and we'll get to the bedroom in a minute. The bedroom is also really nice, but you have, some would say, I've heard it a time or two, less counter space. They did give you the extra flip up, which is nice. You have the big sink. I would say this is enough to work on. If you've ever lived in a small space and had to do with less, this is definitely plenty. Plus, I do most of my food prep outside anyhow. You got the 3-burner range, and you do have cabinetry and space up here. Let me see if I can find the binder. Check this out. You won't see this in anyone demoing a ROCKWOOD product. It's ROCKWOOD by Forest River. ROCKWOOD and Flagstaff manufacture their own products, though. We have Forest River is the holding company, but don't get the two mixed up. Like people say, I'll never buy from a Forest River. Well, you probably didn't buy a ROCKWOOD, because this is really nice. They give you a binder. This is like, it's got all your warranty information. Who's doing this? No one is doing this. Oh, by the way, I missed it. It does have a tire pressure monitor. It's wheel banded. It's built into the wheel. The tire pressure monitor. You set the monitor in your truck. It'll set an alarm if your tires are overheating or if you're rapidly losing tire pressure. It's going to prevent a blowout, which if you've ever had happen to you, you may have just given up camping altogether. But this, you got this set up for you. It should never happen again. It's really nice. I think everyone should have it. It's a safety thing. But who is giving you this nice binder? I mean, you got tabs. You can organize this, so if you need to get to some information quickly, because most people just, they get a bag and it's all just thrown in there, and that's got a lot of your warranty information. It's got information on the trailer, what you should do if something happens. If you need to get that information, people just got to dump the bag on the floor and sort through it. This is nice and organized. It's a big investment. Something like that I think everyone should be doing, but some manufacturers are lazy. I don't think this is one of them. Silverware tray. Comes with the camper. It'll sit nicely in one of those drawers. By the way, let's talk about standard equipment. What is one of the nice things that ROCKWOOD does is so many of these features I'm kind of going over, like the tire pressure monitor. I totally skipped it. The porcelain toilet, the shower miser. These are all standard equipment. You will find these on all Rockwood products. By the way, this shower miser, this is a great way to conserve water when you're dry camping. When you're camping somewhere you don't have city water coming into your trailer, you just have the water that's in your fresh tank. You can flip this knob and it will let you know when, but you can flip it and it'll let you know when to flip it back, but it'll conserve the water and recycle it so that it's not wasted, because a lot of people waste a lot of water, several gallons if not more, while they're waiting for the water to get to temp. And this will conserve that water, because that water, when you're using it out of your fresh tank in certain circumstances, it's precious. You know, it's a finite resource at that point. But we're talking about standard equipment. Standard equipment. You got 200 watts of solar that come on all Rockwood products. Along with that, because you're like, oh, 200 watts of solar, everyone's doing that. It's either got a panel on there or it's wired for it. They've also given you an 1800 watt inverter, which solar I think is kind of overrated, because if you're just at a campground most of the time, or if you're going to be heading to a campground, like it's just charging your batteries. That's all it's doing. But Rockwood took it one step further, and they gave you the 1800 watt inverter, which now that gives you something, because you can now use lights. You can now use your outlet that's tied in with your inverter. You can use that. You can run a coffee pot. You can if you had a CPAP machine, which we're gonna get to the bedroom, which I think is a perfect layout for those people that have that machine, who are sleep apnea or anything like that, where you have that machine, you need that machine at night. You can have that plugged in, tied in with the inverter, and if you're dry camping and need that machine, you now have that ability. No other manufacturer that I know of, there may be some, have the inverter already in here. And to have it put in, that's about $2,000. That's money. That's about $2,000 right there to have the inverter, have a dealership put that in. But it's an 1800 watt inverter. It's good for lights. It's good for camp, a coffee pot, maybe your CPAP machine. It just gives you a lot of ability to do other things when you're not plugged in. Kind of rambling on here, but that is nice. It's standard equipment. It's on all of them. It's on this model as well. Let's get to the bedroom. I'll be quiet. Oh, by the way, MSRP. This is MSRP on this model. I don't know if you can see that. You can pause the video and zoom in. We've added the stab jacks. Other than that, everything else is pretty standard. $52,274, $52,000, $274, about $52,300 is what MSRP is on this camper. They're not cheap, but they're built well. You want a camper to last you forever, last you a lifetime, because a lot of people, they'll buy one, trade within 3 or 4 years because it's falling apart. That's not going to happen on this. It won't happen on this, on the Rockwood. Your bedroom, north to south bed, and you got the wardrobe slide. This is a nice configuration. I would say a lot of people complain that they can't come in and make the bed. You've got these carpeted areas where you can get a knee up here to tuck in your sheet. It's not gonna break the back. You're not gonna dislocate a hip or anything trying to do that. It is a nice configuration, and you got so much storage in here. So much storage. Check this out. Drawer, wardrobe, storage up above. You've got, even right here, another little drawer. No wasted space at all. The bed lifts up. This is a queen. You got storage right there. You got drawers. Private bedroom as well. This door will close. And with the wardrobe slide, storage there. And place to hang more clothes. You could go out for a month, maybe more, to depending on how many clothes you use. Outlets, 110 outlets, USB plugs, reading lights on either side. And this is what I was saying. Your inverter is right here. That's how you turn your inverter on. You can have a CPAP. You can have a CPAP probably right here. And by the way, there it is. Inverter circuit. That's the outlet that runs your inverter. You can have a CPAP right here. It's a great place to put it. Whenever you got a bed slide, a lot of times you can't get that sucker in there. There's nowhere to put it. Inverter circuit, that's what that little white label, I don't know if you can see that, but that's what it says. Those are the outlets that will run off your inverter. Really nice. More storage. Yep. Pillows, those pillows come with it. Those are pretty nice. Talking about standard equipment, they got these nice blackout shades on everything. Those are nice. Those are not the cheap dinky looking ones. Try to do a little once over, see if there's anything I'm missing. 115K AC, it ain't a 13.5. This is a 30 amp camper. There is a way to get 2 ACs on here, but they'd be smaller and they'd have to be soft starts. We do have models that have that. Rockwood does have that as an option. We did not option this trailer that way. It doesn't necessarily need it. That one unit is enough, especially with the dually ducted vents. You want to look at a poorly designed trailer, look at the roof or the ceiling. Press up on the ceiling. The panels will like start everything. You hit it with a fist, with a closed fist like this, you'll start breaking stuff. Check out the air. You can turn it. It's dually ducted. Everything is uniform. A lot of trailers are going here and there'll probably be like maybe one vent placed in the bedroom. Good luck. You and the wife can fight over who's going to sleep underneath it, and maybe another vent. Everything will just be so sparsely thrown about. It's clean, it's uniform, it's built well. Let's go outside. Again, check out some more standard equipment. You got the ladder on the roof. You ain't got to buy the ladder. Who wants to buy the ladder these days? That's like a new thing I'm seeing. You got to buy the ladder. I don't want to buy a ladder when I'm spending $50,000. 300-pound hitch. Industry standard is 150. What are you going to do with 150? Put a rack on there and maybe a cooler, an empty cooler at that. 300 gives you the ability to actually put a bike rack and put some bikes on there. You got the spare toppers already on the slides. That's standard. That is standard equipment. You can order them without them, I think. I believe you can, but those toppers are already on there. And all of our Rockwoods on the lot, by the way, have already got toppers on the slides. I know some manufacturers do the same thing, but so many do not. And that is a nice addition. That is, it's gonna help you. It's gonna help you. I mean, it's keeping. You park this underneath a cedar or a pine tree, you're going to get sap and stuff gumming up your slides. Keeps the sun off those seals. It keeps rainwater. Moisture will get up under there, but not as much if you didn't have that. And those are expensive. Those are expensive. That is $800 per slide room. That's how much it costs us. And we're probably cheaper than most guys. There's a lot of places that'll charge $1,200. Because they can't keep technicians around. They'll charge $1,200 per slide room to put one of those on. Those are not cheap. You see a trailer that you like that doesn't have them and you're looking at one of the Rockwoods, I'd go with the Rockwood. Slam latch baggage doors. Oh, here. Boom. Close it. And hey, by the way, that's more storage. Great for chairs. Again, I'm going to end it right here. You've got that storage. This is, again, part of the rear bathroom, the way the bedroom is designed, and the storage capacity that you're getting here. That's what does it for me. I love this storage. Like I said from the beginning, most of what you're bringing when you're going camping is going to be your outside gear because that's where you're gonna be spending most of your time. You're gonna be outside, you're gonna be doing stuff, whether you're fishing or you've got tubes, go tube down a river because you got a campsite down by the river. Whatever it is you're doing, your grills, your pavilions and chairs and everything, you need storage. And you've got a lot in here. And this is nice. This cabinet right here, you're like, what is that? Let's see. It's just a service panel. You got some water lines and stuff in there. But who, again, Rockwood gave you a cabinet. Every other manufacturer is going to have some cheap vinyl stapled in there with a screw poorly holding it together. Rockwood gave you a cabinet. They didn't have to do that, but they did. They're going above and beyond. They're going above and beyond to try to earn your business, and I love it. I love to see it. It's a great product. It's one of my favorite products to sell on the lot. It is not cheap, but again, when you buy one of these campers, if it's your first time camping, your first time shopping, more than likely, chances are you'll probably get another. If you got something like this from the start, probably save you a lot of money and a lot of heartache in the long run, because you'd be happy with the investment you made. So I will end it there. Again, this is Ayden Farmer over at Tri-Am RV. We're a family owned and operated dealership. We're not corporately owned by anybody. This is all family over here. One location. We're in East Tennessee over in Bulls Gap. I'm making this video because we don't have the huge marketing budget. My father-in-law is actually still he's still making TV commercials. I'm trying to tell him no one watches TV anymore who's not 85 years old. Which, by the way, hey, I'm not trying to discriminate. If you still watch TV and you're 85 years old, come on down. We'll sell you a trailer. I'm just saying, though, you know, making this because trying to get the word out. We got great product, and we're an awesome dealership. We're service oriented. We're located in a beautiful location, not in the city, easy to work with, no dealer fees. Maybe I'll make a video highlighting some of that in the future. If you watch this video in totality, leave a comment. This is my first time doing this. Maybe I'm annoying. Maybe you don't like the sound of my voice. Maybe you hate Rockwood. I don't know. But hopefully this was informative, and hopefully I plan to do some more of this. Like, I've got a bunch of campers here to show you. If he gets wind of me doing this, I know he'd like me to make videos of everything we carry. You know, and they say, you know, being a salesman, you got to be able to sell everything. Frankly, I sell what I believe in, I sell what I like. I like Rockwood, so maybe I shouldn't be a salesman, but I believe in this product, and I like what they got. So I will end it there. Stop rambling. Thank you for watching this video. Again, Ayden Farmer over at Tri-Am RV. I'll leave some of my information in the description. If you got any questions, you can always leave a comment. I'm super quick at replying. Maybe I'll have my email and stuff in there. And come check us out. Tri-Am RV Center over in Bulls Gap, Tennessee. Thank you again. Bye-bye.